and say, I was just kidding. Go right ahead, feel free. Go right ahead. Nah, just playing with you. Hey, here's my philosophy. I believe time flies when you're having fun. How's that? And I've come all the way from Celebration, Florida to enjoy your company, and maybe in the process we can get ninjas and fork ninjas and knife ninjas and bread ninjas, butter ninjas, coffee ninjas. I mean, you put your bread knife down on the side of your bread plate, and out of nowhere, it was gone, just like that. And all weekend long, ladies and gentlemen, this is all I did. Wow, wow, wow. And then I got my bill. Wow. You say, Chip, great story about a 5-star gold plate standard for the hospitality industry. What the heck does that have to do with us? We're a bunch of dentists. Well, how about this? Maybe that bill part. No, do you understand here? Do you know what you charge for a freaking crown? I mean, you understand me? I can spend 2 or 3 nights at the Ritz-Carlton for that. And people get sideways when they start seeing the numbers crunching, huh? You bet. And we are living in a time in an economy where discretionary money is scrutinized. People are choosing between a crown and a weekend away. How many of you know that's true? So the question is, how do you get that? How do you create that kind of experience for your patients every single day so that you could create this world-class brand that everybody in this room is after trying to create every day? Well, there's a secret to that, and it is this. Bob's been talking about it all morning. Engagement. A team that's mission-minded, a team that's committed and focused and aligned, a team that's positive and sees the best in your brand. The only person I know that can bring that to them is you. You're the leader. You're the one that sets the tone. And here's what I know. Authentic confidence comes when we know who we are, what makes us significant, and the essence of our true value. And anecdotally, what I have found in my years, 25 years in this business, is that if I were to ask most leaders those questions, who are you, what makes you significant, and what is the essence of your true value, most leaders would respond with quite a bit of stammering. So I think it's important, if we're going to take our business to the next level, get our people engaged and focused, that we identify who we are, that we have a little discussion about this concept of self-image. By the way, most people go through the process I just explained through, that technology, in less than 5 seconds, right? It's called a first impression. You did it with me, didn't you? Come on, you looked up here. I know what you were thinking. Ex-con. Come on, you were thinking it. Biker, wrestler, parole officer. Come on, you're thinking it. And you know what? I've been eyeballing you some too. Can I tell you something? In a matter of moments, we know exactly how we feel about each other, don't we? And here's what I know. We will treat each other according to the score or the number or the performance scorecard we have given each other for an eternity until the score changes. Is that true? So the question is, how do I change my score? Well, you change the score by behaving differently. How do you change your behavior? By changing the way you see yourself. How do you change the way you see yourself? By talking to yourself. How many of you talk to yourselves? Some of you are like, let me see, do I talk to myself? You do. I live 6 miles outside the gates of what I believe to be the most credible customer service experience you'll ever have in your life. And of course, I'm talking about Disney. You been to Disney? Who's been to Disney? Of course you've been to Disney. You loaded your family up in the van, middle of July. You drove these people that you say you love hundreds of miles across the country down to Florida. Dropped them out onto Main Street, USA, the happiest place on earth, and you aren't disappointed, were you? You weren't. Absolutely not. You know why? Because there were 70,000 people waiting to create magical moments for you. Got a question for you, folks. How do you get 70,000 people jacked up in the middle of July? It's 97 degrees outside. It's 150% humidity, and half of them are walking around in a wool suit. How do you get them jacked up about working for a mouse? I think they're smoking Mickey crack. You got financial control systems, you got operational control systems. You would never think for 2 seconds about taking your eye off those two balls, would you? You know for a second if you turn sideways, your business shuts down. True? Here's my question. How intentional are you about your behavioral control system? What people say, how people say it, what people do, how people do it. Because boy, I'll tell you what, you want to make some money next year, that's where you get it done. That's the essence of your business. The essence of your business is not making money, folks. I love this. My friend Scott McCain years ago defined it. He said the purpose of any business is to profitably create experiences that are so compelling to customers that their loyalty is assured. There's your moneymaker, folks, right there. And my question is, how much time, effort, energy, and attention as the keeper of the culture are you spending on creating those compelling experiences? See, if you're not, it's all optional. See, I'm fighting with my husband today, or my dog vomited on the carpet. You know, I just don't feel like bringing my A game. Hello? And when that becomes an option, how many want to bet people choose it more likely on a daily basis? Now, there's only one place I can go where I don't care how you treat me. I don't care. And that would be Krispy Kreme donuts. I do not care how you treat me here. How many in the room have ever had the sheer joy and pleasure of locking your lip on a Krispy Kreme donut? Raise your hand. How many have had one that was hot? It's like eating a baby angel. I have had so many Krispy Kreme donuts, I am now allergic to Krispy Kreme donuts. It's true. It's true. If I put a Krispy Kreme donut in my mouth, my butt swells up. And I'm telling you right now, I can pull up at the drive-thru at the Krispy Kreme. They can look out the window at me. They can say, hey, fatso, baldy, what the heck do you want? And I'm telling you the truth, if that hot sign is on, I am going to say 1 dozen Krispy Kremes. Somebody tell me why. Somebody tell me why. Why? Why? I'll tell you why. Because the donut is the experience. You cannot screw this up. It is perfect in every way. Now, why do I share with you? If Aspen Dental is the Krispy Kreme of all dental care practices, then we don't have anything to worry about now, do we? People just come in and, wow, wow, wow. But would you agree with me, folks? We're probably not. And so now we have to earn our way, and it makes a big difference. I had the sheer pleasure and joy on Monday, the 14th, to schedule an appointment with Aspen Dental. Bob encouraged me. I got online. I went through the whole process. I scheduled an appointment. I showed up. And I met this man. He's sitting right here in the front row. Good-looking guy right here in row 2. I met him last night kind of incognito. He was surprised to see me. I could tell he couldn't make me out, so I went like this. You know. Immediately he recognized me. My number 15 needs a crown. He knew it right away. He's like, you're Chip, aren't you? Okay. But let me tell you something, Dr. Gillen. I walked into your office, and here's what I want to say about you. It's very apparent to me that you pay attention to what people say and how people say it, what people do and how people do it. It's very apparent. There was some consistency between every single staff member shook my hand, looked me in the eye, said, hello, Mr. Madeira, introduced themselves, did their thing, kept me ultimately informed on everything they were doing to me. And before they would leave me, they would always pass me off with great professionalism to the next person who would come in the room. Sally's coming in. She's going to take care of you. Going to do this for you. I'm telling you what, it was a great experience. I can't say that about dentistry. I'm sorry. And would you agree most people will not brag about the dental experience, but you have a guy in the driver's seat who's paying attention. After me, I am a leader. You're a leader. This is important for you to see yourself this way. Most people that I find in clinical service show up and see themselves, and they define themselves by their clinical practice. I am a dentist. I am a hygienist. No, you're not. The very first order of business is you're a leader. You're a person of influence. Everybody you talk to, everybody you see is being influenced by something you're saying or doing. And so you have to gin this up as a little higher priority than even your practice, because you are influential. And trust me, when you walk through the door, I hate to say this, but they're waiting to hear from you. They're waiting to see how the day's going to go, and they're basing it on your tone and timbre for the day. So ultimately, leaders go first. You have a chance to look in the mirror. And what you say to yourself will determine how you behave, and how you behave will determine how other people respond to you. And so ultimately, I want you to get up in the morning, and if you do this mirror exercise, I'm going to recommend something. Put some clothes on, okay? Just recommend that to you because it can get rather distracting. But why don't you please, just as I close, why don't you just please be reminded of what we are supposed to say to ourselves in the morning. Repeat after me, please. I am the keeper of the culture. I am a leader. You bet you are. You know what? Someone once said leadership is a lot like beauty. Difficult to define, but you know it when you see it. And I see it in you. Thanks so much for listening. God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you.